The email comes in early. Just one line. We've decided to move forward with someone else. No greeting, no name, no reason. He reads it standing by the lockers. Phone still in his hand. Steel-toe boots half-tied. Around him, people are clocking in, laughing, talking about traffic. Someone drops a lunch bag and swears under their breath. He locks his phone, slips it into his pocket, finishes tying his boots. He walks out onto the floor. The conveyor belts are already moving. Boxes sliding past like they always do. Same beeping, same hum. He takes his spot. For the first hour, he works without thinking. Lift, scan, set down. Again, during break, he sits alone. Plastic chair, vending machine humming behind him. He checks his phone again. Same email, no follow-up. He doesn't delete it. He just turns the screen off. After that, nothing changes on the surface. He still shows up before his shift. Still clocks in 2 minutes early. Still lines his gloves up neatly in his locker. Every few weeks, an internal posting goes up. Shift lead, inventory coordinator, training assistant. He applies. Same resume, same short cover note. I'm interested. I'm available. I've been here 3 years. No one responds. He keeps working. In the mornings, he drinks his coffee standing, not sitting. He eats the same thing most days. Rice, chicken, something reheated. He learns the rhythm of the warehouse by sound. Which belt is about to jam? Which scanner lags before it freezes? Sometimes he fixes things without saying anything. Just stops the belt, clears the box, starts it again. People thank him without really looking at him. Good catch. Nice. He nods, goes back to his spot. Weeks pass. A new guy gets promoted. Someone who started later. People clap during the announcement. He stands at the back, hands folded, listening. After work, he sits in his car longer than usual. Engine off, windows cracked. The building empties. He doesn't check his phone. The next morning, he applies again. Different posting, same building. The confirmation email comes. Automatic. Your application has been received. That's it. On the floor, his movements stay steady. No rushing. No slowing down. At home, his shoes stay by the door. Uniform washed, folded, ready. Sometimes he thinks about stopping. Not dramatically. Not quitting on the spot. Just not applying anymore. The thought shows up while he's stacking pallets. While he's waiting for a scanner to reboot. While he's staring at the clock during the last 10 minutes of his shift. One afternoon, he fixes a jammed belt. A supervisor walks by. They slow down, watch for a moment. He doesn't look up. The belt starts moving again. The supervisor keeps walking. Nothing is said. Days pass. The thought about stopping comes back. One night near the end of shift, he sits on an empty pallet, elbows on knees, head down, just sitting. The noise keeps going around him. Belts beeps voices. He stays there longer than usual. Someone walks past, doesn't say anything. He stands eventually, goes back to work. The next week he trains a new hire. No one officially asks him to. The kid just stands near him, confused. He shows him where to stand, how to scan without double counting, how to listen for the belt when it's about to stop. Thanks, the kid says. He shrugs. Another afternoon, the same supervisor passes again. This time they stop. They don't speak right away. They watch him finish what he's doing. Then they say, "You've been here a while, right?" "Yeah," he says. They nod, stand there a second longer. "Okay," they say, and walk off. Nothing else. He applies again. Days go by. Nothing. One morning, the posting is still up. The application page is still open on his phone. He almost closes it. He doesn't. He hits submit. Work stays the same. He keeps fixing small things, keeps showing new people where to stand, keeps noticing problems before alarms go off. Late one shift, the supervisor comes back. "Hey," they say, "you got a second?" He nods. They stand beside the belt. "I've seen you around," they say. "You do a lot without being asked." They pause. HR might reach out. That's all. They walk away. The rest of the shift passes slowly. He doesn't check his phone when he gets home. He eats, sits, goes to bed. The message comes the next afternoon. Not flashy, just a calendar invite. Quick chat. He shows up early, sits in a small room with a table and 2 chairs. The supervisor sits across from him. Asks simple questions. How long you've been here? What areas you've worked? What you like doing? He answers plainly. No speeches. They nod. At the end, they say, "We're going to try you out on training next week." No celebration. No handshake. Just that. The next week, his badge still scans the same. The floor still sounds the same. He just stands in a different spot sometimes. Shows people things. Answers questions. During break, he sits in the same chair. Eats the same food. No one announces anything. At the end of one shift, he clocks out and pauses. Looks back at the floor. Then he leaves. At home, he sets his boots by the door. charges his phone, folds his uniform. The email he never deleted is still there, buried under newer ones. He doesn't open it. The next morning he shows up.